This is a real story that I've shared many times with some of my friends and family, but no one has ever believed me. I'm going to share it here with you people, and maybe some of you will be able to get my back on this whole thing that happened to me. So, I was driving down Browning Road in Delano, California. I just visited my friend who lives 300 miles away, and I decided to try a different route on the way back home, because I love to see new sights. Plus, I didn't have anyone with me to enjoy the sights with, so I was a little bored and figured this would at least make the drive back home a little bit more exciting. Little did I know, this was going to be one of the absolute worst decisions I'd ever made in my entire life, because I was about to get scared to death on this old, dark road. I'm cruising along, checking out all of the sights, but it eventually got dark on me, which wasn't that big of a deal. I'm one of those weirdos that actually like to drive at night, because there's less traffic to have to deal with. Eventually, I came by this memorial spot on the side of the road. You know, one of those spots where someone puts up flowers or a wreath that marks the place where a loved one died or something like that. That's what I saw, and I thought it was a shame that someone died on the very same road I was traveling on. As I passed by the wreath, I went to look at it in my rearview mirror, as that was sadly the most interesting thing I'd seen in quite a bit of time. That's when I saw these pale, gray eyes of a young woman staring back at me in my rearview mirror. She was behind me in the back seat. My mouth dropped, my eyes fixated on her, and goosebumps went all the way up the back of my neck. Suddenly, she opened her mouth, let out a shrieking scream, and then disappeared from my back seat. I was so in shock, that I completely ignored the road. After seeing something like that, I looked back at the road, because I was thinking about stopping and running out of my car, but then I saw her standing directly in the middle of the road. How did this woman disappear from my back seat to standing right on the yellow divider lines in front of me? I don't know, but I swerved as quick as I could to miss her. When I looked in my rearview mirror, there was no one standing in the road, and my back seat was empty. For a minute, I thought about pulling over to the side, because I was shaking so bad from being scared that I could barely drive, but there was no way I was going to pull over in case she was still out there. After that, I called my mom and made her stay on the phone with me for the whole car ride home, because I was so scared. Then, I did some research and found out about the young girl who died on Browning Road like 30 years ago. Has anyone else heard about her or know anything about her or even seen her? Have you driven down Browning Road? Do you have any true scary stories to share about your experience there? Tell us in the comments below and share this with your friends.